Even a consultant from McKinsey, BCG, or Bain can face uncertainty when it is about choosing the right career direction. And it is more common than you might think. And it is common for a systemic reason. The problem comes when the consultant is trying to exit consulting. A lot of consultants take unplanned exit. These exits not only create unhappiness in short term but also affect the long term career trajectory of the consultants. I've got three key pieces of advices for you to avoid these abrupt and unplanned exits. Last week, I had a career coaching session with one of our senior consultants from Bain Europe, and we delved into a topic which is close to a lot of us: career clarity. Here was his problem statement. 3 years back, out of MBA, I joined consulting because I was unsure about my passion area. I didn't want to commit to a particular sector. And now, as I see after 3 years, I want to quit consulting because I would like to have a better work-life balance, but I feel like I'm at a square one. I'm still not sure about what's the industry that I'm passionate about. You see, even a consultant from McKinsey, BCG, or Bain can face uncertainty when it is about choosing the right career direction. And it is more common than you might think. And it is common for a systemic reason. Let's understand this first. The top MBA grads join consulting because most of the time, even towards the end of the MBA, they are not very sure about which industry they want to do the career in. And consulting offers them an excellent opportunity to try out various industries. In fact, that is the reason a lot of people call consulting an extended MBA. Now, when these grads join consulting, even the consulting firms encourage them to try out different sectors. Why? With a good intention. Because if they are exposed to different industries, then their problem solving and communication skills get sharpened. So you will say, what's the problem? The professionals are getting what they aspired for, right? That's correct. The problem comes when the consultant is trying to exit consulting, and till that point, he is still generalist, that is still trying different industries. If they want to exit at this point, then they might not have solved the problem of focus with which they started consulting out of MBA. In these situations, a lot of consultants take unplanned exit and land into roles which are neither great nor aligned with their career aspirations. These exits not only create unhappiness in short term, but also affect the long-term career trajectory of the consultants. I've got three key pieces of advices for you to avoid these abrupt and unplanned exits. Let's dive in. Number one, have a high-level career strategy in mind. Generally, I have seen professionals treat consulting part of their career in one of the two ways. The first one is consulting stint, which means work in consulting for a few years, acquire the skills, build a world-class network, get a great brand on the CV, and then exit to the industry role. Or long-term advisory career, that is work in consulting for a long time, maybe become a partner and continue to stay on in advisory careers. Ideally, before you join consulting or at the time of joining the consulting, you should be sure about which career strategy you will use in consulting. If not towards the start, at least over the end of first year, you should actually introspect, think about how is it going, whether consulting is aligned with your goals, your priorities, etc., and decide a particular strategy. Because in first year, you get a fair idea of what consulting is and all your myths in the mind get busted. And I'm not saying that you should not change the strategy. I know so many people who have entered consulting saying that they'll only spend 1 or 2 years and they went on to become partners. Of course, a very good core client set, a supportive seniors, etc., can make you stay in consulting for longer than what you had planned. On the other hand, an excellent exit offer or a brilliant startup idea can make you quit consulting much before you planned. Having said that, you should have a going in strategy so that you can shape your experience in consulting. Number two, shape your experience to match your strategy. Now, for those who plan to stay in consulting for a long time, nothing special needs to be done. But for those who are considering it as a consulting stint, I highly recommend the following things. In the first year, feel free to be a complete generalist. Try different industries, different topics. However, after every project, introspect a bit. How was the project? Did you like the industry domain? Were you able to grasp things fast? And if you have to work in this industry for an extended time, would you really enjoy it? Analyze what is working and what is not. In the second year, create a shorter list of industries that you would like to work on. Now you can use a selection logic, that's take the industry that you really enjoyed working on in the first year, or funny but practical, you can use a rejection logic. So you can remove the industry that you would never want to work on. Slowly but surely, you will start narrowing down to the areas that you really want to work on and exit to. Of course, shaping your experience this way needs some efforts and sacrifices. For those industries that you started enjoying and you want to work more on, you actually need to network with the partners who are aligned to those industries. So help them with proposals, help them with knowledge documentation so that you are in their good books. Another thing is to get staffed on the projects that you really want to work on. You sometimes have to say no to other projects and accept being on the bench. But believe me, all these efforts and sacrifices will bear fruit and you will have much better clarity of what to do post-consulting. Number 3, exit at the right time. During our career coaching sessions, a lot of consultants ask me, what is the right time to exit consulting? Or what does an ideal consulting exit look like? To be very honest, there is no silver bullet answer. The perfect time is when you have achieved the goals that you had set out for your consulting careers. For some people, it can happen after 2 years. For some people, it can take 5 to 6 years as well. Having said that, typically we see big chunks of consulting exits at 3 career junctures. First, after first promotion. Typically, after getting one promotion or getting more than 5-6 projects under your belt, people exit. Second, a year after becoming a manager. Getting the opportunity to manage a consulting project is a huge milestone, and it also adds significant weight to your profile in the eyes of your future employers. So many consultants bid goodbye to their consulting careers after managing a few projects. Third, tenured principals. Principals or senior managers who spend more than 3 to 4 years at this level but are not able to make it to the partner level tend to exit. Which one of these exits work for you? In my mind, if one wants their ikigai or the focus to emerge naturally while working in consulting and then planning to exit, then that person should be in consulting till he manages a few consulting projects. Why do I say that? 3 reasons. First, enough exploration time. By the time you become a manager, you will have worked for at least 3 to 4 years and had a chance to work on at least 12 to 15 consulting projects. That's a good enough time and data set to realize what gets you going and what doesn't. Second, external advice. When the firm gets convinced to make you a manager, one of the things that happens is the partners start thinking about aligning you to a particular industry. So basis your past performance, they also share their point of view on where you can actually do well. As a result, at this stage, you also understand what others think you are good at. Third, trial by fire. Manager is the most grueling position in the consulting pyramid. As a manager, you get pushed to the limit. Partner pressurizes you for a faster delivery. Consultants are constantly demanding attention and demanding better work-life balance. Client asks questions all the time because you are the senior most person on the client side. It's a pressure cooker situation, literally. But you can consider this as a good test bed. For example, if you are enjoying managing an automobile project versus a telecom or a retail one, it is very likely that your skills and will come together in the automobile sector, and exiting to auto opportunity will be a very good idea. Of course, you can't plan everything in life. As they say, life happens. Sometimes abrupt and unplanned exits cannot be avoided. In certain cases, personal situation can force you to transition out, or you might have a brilliant startup idea for which you can exit in a hurry. These things are possible. But barring these exceptional situations, it always helps to plan your consulting career and exit as meticulously as possible. Hope this gives you better career clarity. Have a happy consulting career.